This painting has been on SUGA's Daechwita, it's been on Taemin's 2020 Mama stage, it's been on almost every single historic K-drama. If you've been around Korean pop culture long enough, you've probably seen this painting. And it's very important that you know what it is because the chances are you'll see a lot more of it watching Korean content. Meet the Irwol Obongdo, the most symbolic and royal painting of the Joseon dynasty, the last kingdom of Korea. This folded screen painting was always placed wherever the king went. Normally it was installed behind his throne in Gyeongbokgung, the royal palace of Joseon. It followed the king's events outside of the palace as well. It followed the king's body at his funeral, and it was even placed behind the king's portrait in his shrine after he had died. It represented the ultimate power and the presence and the legitimacy of the king, and was considered the most symbolic artwork in the royal palace. To get to the meaning of the painting, we must first take a look at its origins. While there is no clear-cut version of its history, one popular theory suggests that this painting was first brought into existence by Taejo, the first ruler and founder of the Joseon dynasty. Taejo had come into power after overthrowing the preceding Goryeo dynasty via a military coup, and thus he needed legitimacy to stabilize his power, which is why he wanted the people to believe that him being in power was the destiny determined by the heavens. Upon establishing the new kingdom, Taejo changed the national religion from Buddhism to Confucianism. Confucianists claimed that the king was a messenger of the heavens, so it was convenient, and the Irwol Obongdo was a representation of this fact. The painting contains all the elements from the classic Confucianist poem Cheonbo, or The Sky Protects Us, which is about people praising the king and, you guessed it, the heavens. The poem features 5 things from the heavens that protect the king: the mountain, the hills, they're mountains, big hills, and ridges, and rivers. I can't really tell the difference between hills and big hills, but apparently, yeah, they differentiated. It also features 4 ways a leader shows his virtue: the crescent of the moon filling up to become full, the sun coming up every single day, the long-living mountains of the south, and the thriving of pine trees here. Basically, nature was the sign of the king doing a good job. Now, there are other theories regarding the original inspiration of the Irwol Obongdo. However, they all point to similar meanings: the connection of the king and the heavens, and its wish and virtue of prosperity within the country. Now, these paintings also became representations of kings themselves. For example, documentary paintings of this era forbid the drawing of kings as they were beings of another level, and instead showed their presence through an empty throne in front of the Irwol Obongdo. Now, the beauty of this painting comes not only from its importance, but its use of colors. The bold contrast of colors used with highly defined outlines make it a very powerful painting when you see it in person. It's no wonder that it was used for kings centuries on end. The Irwol Obongdo remains to be one of the most recognizable pieces of Korean art to this day. It is commonly seen in pop culture, as you just saw there, in Daechwita and also the Mama stage, and it is constantly being reinterpreted in modern Korean art. Now, this particular piece is actually one of the interpretations made by local artist Amihwa, who creates digital art in the traditional style with a slight modern twist. This is the mood lamp of Amihwa's Irwol Obongdo, actually available on nakedsoul.kr right now, our website, featuring very high quality authentic Korean goods with free shipping over $75 to the United States. Now, if something slightly smaller fits your taste, you can get this folding fan featuring the Irwol Obongdo, crafted by local craftsmen, available on our website for only $25. Now, we also have other products that have the Irwol Obongdo or other Korean traditional art on it. Go check them out in the link below. The first 10 people to use the coupon code below will get 10% off their next purchase at Naked Soul, and hopefully you guys buy one of these. And also, one more thing, don't worry about cultural appropriation when you're buying these and displaying them at your house or using this fan. We Korean people really appreciate anyone enjoying Korean traditional art or anything of Korean culture that matter. So please try these out, and I hope this video helped you dig deeper into K-pop and the Korean wave. This was K-pop History Explained by Danny Kim, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.